computer. Good. So now we proceed. So fees per semester, student numbers, then total new fees equals fees per semester times student numbers times 2. Then after that, you come into cell C8 and then cell D8 and then type data table. Type data what? Data table. And then in the data table, here we have student numbers, data table. Then in cell D10 type student numbers. And then here we have, here you type fees. In cell B12, we can type fees. In simple terms, we are entering that table. All together, X 20,000, then 25,000, 30,000, 35,000, 40,000, 45,000, 50, 55,000. So we are capturing now the table. This is 130,000. 135,000, 140, 145, 150, 155,000, 160,000, and 165,000. So capture that information. Are you through? Come again? Coordinator, are you through?
Yes.
Not yet.
Are you done with the table?
Yes, sir.
We are done.
So we can proceed, eh?
Yes.
Now, the data table is very easy, but you have to know the trick. So this, where you see X, where you see what? X. This total annual fees is supposed to come at this point. So and go and click on your X. This where there is X. Do you see where there is X?
Yes.
Click on X. Have you managed to click on X?
Yes.
And you press equals. Have you managed to click on equals?
Yes.
Then go and click on the value of the total annual fees. Click on that value of the total annual what? Of the total annual fees. Then press enter. Then press what? Enter. Enter is on the keyboard. Enter is on the keyboard. Can we proceed?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, remember I've said you start with the fees per semester, student number, then you multiply the student number times the fees per what? Per semester altogether.
Yes. Yes.
Then after that, you come up with the data table. Where there is X, you press equals, and then you click on the total annual what? Annual fees, and then you press what? You press enter. Then after you have achieved that, now you are going to highlight the whole of this table, starting with that value that would have been of X. Can we proceed?
Yes.
I've started putting red lines on my screen. Congratulations. That must be where Julie. Click on, is where Julie on? Hello?
Yes,
Hey,
but I'm not the one.
Now, if you are not the one, who else is an IT person? So now, have you highlighted the table?
Yes.
Remember, we
Yes.
said after coming up with the table, you press your cursor on X, you press equals, you click on this value, and then you press enter. Then after that, highlight all of these values, click on data. This where there is data. So have you managed to click on data? Coordinator,
Yes, please.
you highlighted, yes? Hello?
Yes, we highlighted.
Then after that, I said click on data or TIFF analysis, and then you click on data table. Data what? Data table. Data what? Data table. Now you will have the data table input cell, row input cell, or row input, column input cell. Do you have those two values? Members,
Yes.
are we together?
Yes, please.
Good. Now, when you go to row input cell, you click on fees per semester. You click on fees per what? Per semester. Are we together?
Yes, please.
If you are not together, raise the issue and then we help you.
Here. Then column. Ready.
Members, mute. Members, mute, mute, mute. Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Now you go to input, column input cell, column input what? Cell. And then you click on the student numbers. You click on the student what? Numbers. And then after that, you click on what? You click on OK. After that, you click on what? You click on OK. Are the values filled automatically or they are not filled?
Excuse me, sir. I beg your pardon.
From where?
After pressing data.
Sure. The problem we have people they are 2 learning, they are 3, they are 4. So instead of learning, they are busy disturbing themselves. So I've said highlight the whole of this table. Have you managed to highlight the whole of this table? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you click on table. So data, this one there is data.
Yes.
Then what if analysis?
Yes.
Data table. Data what? Data table. Are you there?
Yes.
Then input cell. This one there is input cell. This one there is input cell.
Yes, sir.
Now click on fees per semester. That is 155. Click on fees per semester, which is 150 what? 55. Are you there?
Yes.
Then go to column input cell. This one there is column input cell.
Yes, sir.
Now click on the student number. Click on the student number, which is 35,000. And then after that, you click on OK. After that, you click on what? OK.
Thank you, sir.
Now, this is what you are going to do. When you see figures like this, don't delete these values, because some of you may delete, you type, you delete, you type. You can just highlight this, you click on the home tab, and then you click on comma, you go to number, and then you click on comma style. Comma what? Comma style, and then you resize. Or these numbers will automatically what? Will automatically come. Or resize the what? Resize the columns. Now, what does that mean? It means that if the student numbers are 20, if the student numbers are what? Are 20, and the fees is 135, the university will collect per year 5,200,000,000. If the student numbers are 40, and the fees is 165, this is the amount that the university will what? Will correct. For example, if I highlight this, if the student numbers are 35,000 and the fees per semester is 150, so the university will correct 10,500,000,000. So the data table helps you to summarize the different scenarios. In this case, the student numbers and the fees per semester, and then you'll be able to see how much the university will correct given a student number, and at the same time given the fees per what? Per semester. Is that okay? Coordinator, are you there?
Yes.
It appears to be, yeah, it appears to be a simple number, but when you are not sober, you cannot handle it. But it appears to be very, very what? Very simple. But you need to sober up. So that has been part B. Copy the data above into any worksheet called e-learning. Remember, we said the easiest way to copy is to point to sheet 1. Is your cursor on sheet 1? This is where sheet 1 is? This is where the sheet 1?
Yes.
Right click on sheet 1, and then you click on move or what? Move or copy. Right click on sheet 1, then click on move or what? Move or copy. Then you'll get the move or copy dialog box. Click on move to end, put a tick on create a copy. Move to end, put a tick on create a what? Create a copy. And then after that, click on OK. Then you'll have sheet 1 in brackets. To right click on that, and then rename. We rename this to what? E-learning. E-learning. Type e-learning and then press enter. So I'm on the e-learning worksheet. I'm on the e-learning what? Worksheet. Can we proceed? Someone is saying the figures are not the same. Relax. You will repeat this. What is important is getting the what? The concept. That is Centum. Centum, are you seated alone or you are working with someone? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Members, mute. Mute. If you don't know how to mute, I will help you and you will not be able to unmute. So now, on the e-learning worksheet, on the e-learning worksheet, use goal 6 to determine the amount that must be charged in order for the university to realize an annual revenue of 14 billion, given that the number of students remains constant. The number of students remain is what? Constant. So that means you have to change the fees. Students' numbers are remaining the what? The constant. But if I unmute you, you will not be able to mute again. Let me first look for this one. Is this that must be Fred. Fred, you are the one who disturbing us. So click on, we are on e-learning worksheet, click on the total annual fees, click on the total annual fees, click on the total annual fees. Have you mind to click on the total annual fees?
Yes, sir.
Then click on data, OTIF analysis, goal 6. Data OTIF analysis, goal what? Goal 6. Remember, I've told you to first click on the total annual fees. Then after that, you click on data, OTIF analysis, goal 6. Then set cell. By default, the annual fees cell is highlighted, not so? Coordinate.
Yes, sir.
By default, the annual fees cell is what? Is highlighted. Then to value, what value are we interested in? We're interested in 14 billion. So go where there is to value and type 14 billion. And then go where there is by changing cell. By changing what? By changing cell. What is that? Do we have an ambulance in the Kirash? Let me first unmute that person completely. That is Arinda Brian. So by changing cell, this way there is changing cell. In this case, the changing cell is the fees because you are told assuming. Hello. On the e-learning worksheet, use goal 6 to determine the amount that must be charged in order for the university to realize annual revenue, given that the number of students remain is constant. So if the number of students remain is constant, the changing cell in this case will be the fees per semester. Are we together? Coordinator. Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
are
are
together.
together.
Okay, by changing cell and then you click on the fees per what? Fees per semester.
Yes.
Fees, you click on the fees per what? Per semester. And then you click on OK. You click on what? You click on OK. And then OK again. So if you want 14 billion and the student numbers, when the student numbers are 35, then you have to charge 200 what? 200,000. So basically that is goal what? That is goal 6. That is part D. Part E on the new worksheet, capture the data below with red borders around the data. So go to the bottom and click on this icon. You see the, when you point to the cursor to that icon, you get something like a new sheet. You see that?
I don't, sir.
We have finished part D. Now we go to part E, okay? On a new worksheet, capture the data below with the red borders around the data. So that means we have to insert a new worksheet. We have to insert a new what? A new worksheet. Now go to the bottom of your screen. You have sheet 1 e-learning. Then you see that icon. When you point to it, it is plus. Are you in position to see the icon or you are not in position to see the icon? This
You can see
I'm talking about this icon. Click on this icon, and then you have sheet 3. Then here you are told on the new worksheet, capture the data below in the red borders. So here you are going to type country, cell of B3, type country. Then cell of C3, type continent. Then cell of D3, type population. And then we enter this data. Country, we have Zimbabwe. Then we have Africa, continent, and the population 13 million. Then we have Finland. This is Europe. 16. Then North Korea. Asia. 29 million. Then we have Honduras. $9 million. We have Uganda, Africa, 31, 300. Then we have Chile, South America. Then we have 11 million. Are you done?
Yes.
not yet.
You are typing, you are romancing the keyboard.
million, 3,
3 zeros in middle, then 300. 31, then zeros, 3 zeros, 300,
30,
then 300.
300.
11 million.
11, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, then
Make a table.
That's
Borders, there must be.
that one you can
Alright.
handle. Those are IT
With the
pieces.
rest around the bubble.
Convert the table into a pivotal table that summarizes the data by continent. That summarizes the data by what? By continent. Now, pivotal tables are used to help you to summarize the data. For example, I may have a company that deals in the tiles, and this company is in 20 countries. And if this company is in 20 countries, has different sales representatives, and so on and so forth. So if I'm interested, if you want to teach someone, unmute. That's why you see me at times, I go ahead and unmute if there's something I want to attend to. But for you, you attend to your neighbor without muting.
and we want the lines. We want the lines.
Yeah, looking for.
What
Yes. Then line car.
Coordinator, can you proceed?
Yes, we can.
Now, you have to teach your friends
As if
that if you want to teach someone, mute.
It's there.
it's sweet.
You just know it is there. You want it to be. You just know it is there.
Red. Yeah, you guy. Even this guy is smashing it.
Now you want the line to.
Who knows the voice of those two guys? We need to chase them. They don't know how to mute.
Unmute.
Conrad,
So now highlight this data. Click on the insert.
I think it's not you.
It's
They mean, hey.
It is only the coordinator and the deputy that are supposed to unmute. The rest you are supposed to mute. So highlight everything from country, continent, population. Then you click on insert, pivot chart, then pivot chart and table. Pivot chart and what? And table. So a pivot chart and table will help you to summarize the data, and it will help you to look at complicated data. At one time I went to URA, and these guys normally use pivot tables. They look at the taxpayers, they analyze them according to the age, company, and so on and so forth. So coordinate all together.
Yes, please.
Now click on pivotal chart and what? And the table. Choose the data that you want to analyze. Select by default, the data is selected, not so. Remember, I started by highlighting, not so. Now, chat devil, are you there?
I'm around.
Good. Then after that, you click on OK, you click on OK.
Sir,
Now-
please pardon. Please pardon.
Now you see,
On insert.
on insert, have you typed the data table?
Yes.
Or you have not typed the data table? I've said highlight the data table, okay? From country, continent, population. Highlight that.
Yes.
Then after that, you click on insert. Then somewhere here under charts, do you see where there is charts? Eh? When you click on insert, do you see charts?
Yes.
Then there is this icon, pivotal chart. Pivotal what? Chart. Now, when you click on that drop down of pivot chart, select pivot chart and pivot table. Are you there? Hello?
Not yet.
You are not yet there. Eh? Do I need to repeat or I need to wait?
Wait, sir.
Okay.
Need to repeat.
I repeat.
You need to repeat.
Hey. You are attending with who? Are you seated alone? Did you manage to type country, continent, and the population? Did you manage to type this data? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now highlight everything from country, continent, population. That is the first thing you have to do.
Highlighted.
Now click on the insert tab. You have file, home, but what? Insert.
Insert.
Now when you click on insert, somewhere here you have charts. Now move around these charts. You have recommended charts, go to the next. Then somewhere here you have the pivot chart. You click on that drop down of pivot chart.
Yes.
And then you select pivot chart and the table. Pivot chart and what? And the table. Now, when you click on pivot chart and the table, you'll be able to see, choose the data table you want to analyze. By default, this data is selected because we started because we highlighted this data before the pivot what? The pivot chart. Then after that, you click on what? Okay. And when you click on OK, you relax a bit. When you click on OK, you relax what? You relax a bit. Now, somewhere here you have pivot chart fields. Then pivot what? Table. To build a, this is table, this is a what? A chart. Now, we are taught to do what? Create a variable, use clustered bar charts for the same data. Convert the table into a pivot that summarizes the data by continents. That summarizes the data by what? By continents. So now, when you come to the pivot chart fields here, put a tick on, because we are summarizing by what? We are summarizing data by continent. So put a tick on continent and put a tick on population. Then the data and the chart will appear.
So, excuse me, sir. Why did you select population and never selected country?
You select somewhere here, you'll be pivot chart fields. If I'm interested in the country, I'll select country. Then the country will appear. In Africa, I have Zimbabwe, Uganda, in Asia, I have that. But I'm told to summarize the data by continents. That's why I put a tick on continent, and that's why I put a tick on what? On population. So if you want also a country, you put a tick on what? On country. Then the pivotal table will help you to summarize the what? To summarize the information.
You're very good. You're very good. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Are we together now? Let me give you a minute to help those who are still struggling.
Oh, yes, sir. Ngalabye naye omwana invited dash wamisinze to join us noteekawo to us.
So have you managed to help one another? Coordinate.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's how basically you handle that you handle data what? Data tables. So any questions so far?
Excuse me, sir, because they told us to put a red.
In the meantime, save your work. Hello? Hello?
Yes, please.
You in the meantime, save that work.
Okay, sir.
So members, basically that is the data table. Do you have any question? Coordinator?
We are okay.
You're okay?
Yes, sir.
Unless when there is any question, but today's lecture is going to be like, today's lecture is going to this year. Now what you are going to do?
Excuse me, sir. They told us to highlight the table in red, and also what of that thing that is in brackets, clustered butter.
So you don't know how to highlight in the red coordinate. So if you want to highlight in the red, you highlight these values like this, okay? Then you click on the home tab. Then you click on borders and shading here. Then line color, you can select red. Highlight this, then borders and shading. Then you click on borders and shading at the bottom. Borders and what? Borders and shading, then the borders and shading will appear here. Then the color is here. You select all of board, you select outline inside, then the color is here, and then you select red. Red, then outline inside, and then you click on OK. I thought you did this in IT too. Is that okay now? Hello?
Okay.
Is that okay?
No.
Yes.
I've said the
So
highlight.
you can repeat for us.
Who told you IT too? Highlight this, assuming you're highlighting this or this, the choice is yours. You highlight this, okay? Are you there? Hello?
Yes.
Then click on the home tab. When you click on the home tab, under font here, you have this icon, borders, and you have this icon, borders, more borders. This is where there is more borders. Do you see this icon here, or you are unable to see the icon?
I'm seeing it.
Click on the drop down and then move downwards on that icon. Then you click on borders, more borders, more what? More borders.
Okay.
Then more borders. Now, when you click on more borders, you'll get the more borders dialog box. So first change the color here. Color is here. Click on the drop down and select red. Click on the drop down here and select what? Red. Then after that, click on outline here, and then you click on inside. And then you click on, after that, you click on what? Okay. Then the border color will what? Will change. Good. Now, you see there is revision exercise 1. That is enough for today. You see revision exercise 1 on CAF semi-equals on page 14. Eh?
Yes.
Do you see
Yes.
that one? Eh?
Yeah.
You are going to do. You are going to do revision exercise 1 on CAF semi-equals, and I'm going to send one more question. It is not in the manual. So those are two questions. Those are 2 questions. When would you like to hand in to send your work?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week on Tuesday.
No problem. A customer is a king.
On Tuesday.
Then those are 2 questions. I'm planning
Fridays.
Hello. You'll send the work by next week on Tuesday. Next week on Tuesday. This revision question 1 on CAF semi-equals, and I'm sending one more question. Those are 2 questions, okay?
Okay, sir.
So when should we expect the last number?
So I'm going to send the second question today. Then plus these are 2 questions. You send your work by close of business on Tuesday. I was planning for lecture on Friday. How is your Friday?
Our Friday morning is free.
From 11. I'm planning for lecture on Friday from 11. We start on capital budgets, because capital budgets we need around 2 lectures.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Friday 11, I'm planning for lecture. So I'm going to send the second question. Do that work. Do that work and send it by close of business on Tuesday. Some people are inboxing me that you see, I sent my work, but see what it returned. This is, you are in the 3rd year, Makerere University, Kampala, and you cannot send an email and your work goes to where it is supposed to go. Eh? I believe if you were the one doing exams on Mwere, some of you would be running mad by now. Because you would have sent wrong files.
Excuse me, sir. In the question which we have just done, G says that the chart had to only show only African countries, but that's not what it's representing.
This there is sheet 5. Okay, go click on this data. Eh? Click on right click, then click on move or copy, then move to end, create a copy. Okay. Now when you reach here, on this is now sheet 5 in the brackets 2. Are we together?
Yes.
Now click on this where there is continent. Eh?
Okay, yes.
Click on the drop down and deselect all and select Africa. And then click on OK. And then it will show on Africa.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So members, do the exercise plus the one I'm sending, send your work by close of business on Tuesday. And when I say close of business on Tuesday, it means before or on 12 what? Actually 11:59, because if it is 12, that is another day. But some people were saying, don't worry, you can send even during morning. But I've made my email in such a way that when I give a deadline, the moment you send that work after the deadline, those are the issues you will see bouncing, what, all the work will be deleted automatically. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, doctor.
So when someone says before this, do that work and send before the deadline. These exercises I'm giving you are for 30 minutes. Because if it is an exercise, if it is a test or an exam, we were for this number exercise on cash flow 30 minutes, but I'm giving you a week. And some of you have realized you are sending your friend his work. So don't send your friend his work. Even if we discuss together, it doesn't mean that two people are going to send the same file. One will send it up to one file, another will sit down and come up with another file. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
Professor.
that is enough for today, unless when we have a burning issue. I wanted to make it short because the data tables are a bit confusing. So Friday, I'm planning for election Friday. If I will send the what? I will send the link. If I don't send it, then it means you shall have another one on Wednesday. We need to handle cash flow. I mean the capital budget. Say that before the physical classes, at least you have finished the advanced Excel, and then you will remain with accounting software. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
And we are about for lecturers, so I believe my friends will handle the accounting software. So that's enough for today. You can go for lunch if you have the means. If you don't have the means, you can contact your friend. So good day to you. Is the WhatsApp queen around? Nachiganda, is Nachiganda on? Eh?
Let's go.
Excuse me, sir. So if your chat didn't have the continent bar, like how can you format the chat to bring so that you can you can make it Africa only?
Because you did not, when on the worksheet, you did not put a tick on what? You did not put a tick on continent. So first click on the chart, then the pivot chart fields will appear, and then you put a tick on what? On continent. Then it will appear down there, and then you select Africa.
All right, thank you.
Is it WhatsApp chat? WhatsApp queen?